Hi, hi everyone. So it's already 8 o'clock. So put out the link, put out the link, share the fire, share the glory. In the words of Pastor Jerry, is it? You can hear me. Let me see. Let me see your comments. Let me know who's on. If you're live and you can hear me, just let me see your comments. Let me see the comments. Beleke Vivian says, yes, sir. Fantastic. You can share the link for your friends, family to join in. Divine in Kem says, I can hear you. Fantastic. Why do we have only 3 persons on the call? All right. So we have 6 persons live. Send out the link. Send out the link. Send out the link. You can hear me. Just put your location in the chat box. You can hear me. Let me know where you're joining from. Where are you joining from? Your city. Where are you joining from? Your city. Let me know. Where are you joining from? What part of the world? All right. If Erica says she's joining from Port Harcourt. Thank you, Erica. Let me see more of that coming. Laxi Shine Channel says Port Harcourt. My Port Harcourt people were winning. Do we have anyone from the northern part of Nigeria, Abuja, Nasarawa, Kano? Do we have anyone joining from outside Nigeria? Let me just see it on the chat box. Can I see more of that? All right. Fantastic. We're just going to start right away. Divine Income says she's joining from Port Harcourt. Tosin Esther, Port Harcourt. We have a lot of Port Harcourt people joining. All right. We're just going to start immediately. All right. A very good evening to you guys. Thank you for joining. If you know anyone that needs to be here, do well to send them the link. Do well to send them the link. All right. So we're continuing from where we stopped. the last time we had a meeting. Um, Last week I talked about, okay, Vivian is joining from Port Harcourt. 2 weeks ago we had part two, and talked about I talked about how to prompt, and then my colleague Simon talked about how to build a chatbot, and it was really practical. So, but today I want us to talk about something um, a little bit intense, from perspective of why you need to take this opportunity seriously. Now, AI is very broad. That's the first thing I needed to understand. AI is broad, and there are people that talk about AI with respect to content creation, art, design, video editing, um, and so many other aspects and areas. But for us here, our focus and emphasis is on business growth. How can a business leverage AI to cut costs, save time, increase revenue, drive traffic, generate leads, respond to customer inquiries, attend to frequently asked questions. So there are five major aspects to a business. And one of the things you can do if you're learning AI to help other businesses or to implement into your business, you need to start thinking about it from these five different areas. So it's either you're thinking about how to use AI automation for marketing and sales, or you're thinking about, okay, how can I use AI for operations? How can I use AI for customer service? How can I use AI for um, finance? You know, and then how can I use AI for business development? So there are different areas and aspects to AI automation for business growth. Now, let me now give us a little bit of background. Now, for you to take advantage of AI automation to make money, the first thing you need to understand is that money is currency. Money is currency. So if you're thinking, how can I make more money? You're simply, another way to put that question is, where is the money? Before you think of how can I make more money, the first question you need to ask yourself is, where is the money? And money is currency. It flows. And one of the ways you can have an idea about where the money is to look at what big businesses, what Fortune 500 companies are saying, the trend, right? So when they are talking about certain things in the business world, it gives you perspective as to what is happening in the world. And today, the media, Fortune 500 companies, they're talking about AI. Why do we have one person on the call? Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Or is it that Monday is not a good time for us to have these sessions? Simon, what do you think? We're supposed to have like at least 50 persons on this call.
Yeah, well, probably everyone is busy, but let's come fire.
Yeah,
What is
all
going
right.
on?
They'll probably come back and watch the recording. Anyways, so like I was saying, when you think about what the media is saying, mainstream media, what Fortune 500 companies are saying, it gives you an idea about where the money is. Because if imagine if the attention of a billionaire is on a particular subject, it gives you an idea of where money actually is. And if you do your research, a lot of big companies, Google, Facebook, um, X. A lot of billionaires, Elon Musk, these guys, they've been talking about AI. If you know, the truth is, no matter how people, no matter how people, say good things about a particular subject, you will definitely have people that are saying the opposite about that subject. But you need to be careful who you listen to. If a billionaire is talking about AI as an opportunity, then it's best you align with the conversation about AI and the opportunity there. And that's why this conversation is important. So let me give you context. So in 2019, I had this opportunity to train for Google in Nigeria. And at the time, Google wanted to expand, and so they started doing this education marketing where they would recruit people who would teach Africans, teach Nigerians how to use their products. Some basic Google products like how to use Google Meet, how to use the Google search, how to use Google My Business, um, and so many Google tools. This was in 2019. And as at that time, I was making money, making good money, working with Google to do these trainings. And a lot of people were getting value. Now, but by 2020, something happened. COVID struck. And when COVID struck, Google said we should stop training. At the time, Facebook, they were also doing their training. So while Google was training, Facebook was also training, and some other, Web2 companies at the time, they were training, and they were making a lot of money as more people were getting to make use of their system, their platform. Now, by 2020, when COVID struck, everybody was everybody were indoors, and we started seeing the rise of platforms like Zoom. Started seeing more of YouTube live sessions like this. Nobody was organizing physical events. Events were virtual, you know, and we started seeing the rise of digital products, courses, ebooks, and intellectual property, and all of that. Now, but by 2022, we started. There was this wave of cryptocurrency, right? The wave of cryptocurrency started rising after COVID because we saw Bitcoin rose by a large, margin. And then between 2020 and 2022, we started seeing other cryptocurrency. We started hearing more about blockchain, Ethereum, Solana. We started hearing about BNB and the rest. Now, as at 2022, I now found another opportunity to train for these companies. So I worked with Bybit, I worked with some other person. So I made money training and doing all of that stuff. And then a lot of people also got into trading and they made a lot of money. Now, fast forward to towards the end of somewhere around 2023, when OpenAI launched ChatGPT, right? I think it was 2022, rather 2022. Between 2022 and last year, 2024, a lot of people started talking about AI, billionaires talking about AI, businesses, big businesses, implementing AI and the rest. And now in 2025, AI has gone mainstream. So this is the best time you can connect and ask yourself. So now I know that the money is in AI. What exactly am I doing right now, and how can I plug in? So if you're listening to me right now, you're either a small business owner, so you should be thinking, how can I implement AI in these 5 different areas, whether it's in the operations of my business, whether it's in customer service, or in accounting, finance, or business development, or whatever. Because the idea is you want to now learn, okay, so how can I use this tool, AI, to cut costs? How can I use it to increase revenue? How can I use it to save time so that I can do other things that I'm interested in? Right? So if you're going to position yourself, whether as a business or a career professional, or maybe a freelancer, you just want to stack skills in 2025 and beyond, you need to understand macro trend where we are right now. So in the agricultural age, this was like in 1750, we had people who had wealth. By the way, there's wealth transfer happening right now, and much of which started with crypto, and then it will continue with AI. So if you're praying for God to bless you financially, you should also be positioning yourself strategically. Now, in the 1750s, people that got wealthy at the time were people that owned lands. So the economic system at the time favored people that had land. And so we heard more of, you know, at the time, wealthy people own land. So it's either they got wealthy through land ownership or land control or land takeover. That was the economic system. People that own land, it favored them. But then we started seeing a decline from the 1750s, and we started seeing the introduction of the industrial age. And then the industrial age was driven by factories, people that own factories, people that would build their business around factories and offices, and then people will come to offices to work. And then the schooling system from the 1850s, where you hear things like, okay, you have to go to school, um, go to school so you can get a good job, and with getting a good job you can make money and take care of your family and all of that. And it's the crazy part of it is what we learned in school and what students learn in school today is preparing them for an industrial age that had already passed since 1950. So everything we learned in school, we don't need it today. That is why what we're having right now, the AI automation community, this is the real school. So if you're listening to me right now, you're positioning yourself for value, real value that people will need. So right now we are in the digital age, and in the digital age it is driven by three major things. It is driven by idea, intellectual property. It is driven by media, publish content, whether it's a blog or a YouTube channel or webinars like this, right? And then it is also driven by code. So when we talk about code, right now 2025 and beyond, we're going to be looking at AI tools, and we have no code tools, and we also have code tools. So we are going to be showing you how to use no code tools to build AI automation. So you don't need to go and start learning about JavaScript, Python, and all of that. With the tools Simon is going to be teaching us, he'll be sharing his screen and he'll be showing us these powerful tools. You can learn it in no time, and you can start making money with it. All you just need to do is understand the structure. So what are the exact body of knowledge I need to learn that can give value, that I can use to give value to businesses. And I must also say this: if you're a business owner, you want to partner with somebody that already understands AI automation so they can work with you to grow your business. Because if you say you want to start learning it on your own today, if you have the time, if you've built a system and a structure in your business where your business operates without you actively involved, then yes, you can learn. You can now see AI automation as an opportunity for you to develop yourself and learn it. But then there's a possibility that you can partner with somebody that is already good with this AI automation, and they can install it into your business system. Or you are a career professional and you're looking to learn and learn a side skill. So while you're still doing your 9 to 5, from 5 to 9, you're learning these skills, you're practicing, so you can help business owners to implement and install these tools that will help them cut costs, save time, increase revenue. So I was saying that this digital age is driven by three major factors. Number one, I said IP, intellectual property, which is ideas. So people sell courses, they build digital products, as part of intellectual property and idea. Somebody comes up with an idea like Facebook, and then all of a sudden he's not a billionaire. Somebody comes with an idea of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, and then somebody like Elon Musk buys it for 44 billion, and then it's helping him to even increase his wealth. Same with Google, Larry Page, Sergey Brin, all of these guys, they bring their ideas and then add code to it, and then boom, they are billionaires. And then when we talk about media, here's somebody like um Joe Rogan has a podcast with millions of followers, and of course, his YouTube channel is monetized and making a lot of money. We know a lot of people that have gone viral with media. But then there's the aspect of code, which is the AI aspect, AI automation, where you don't need to learn anything about coding. You just need to understand the no code tools that you can use to help businesses. So you may not be a media person. You may not want to own a YouTube channel to show your face. You may not even have that time, right? You may not have a groundbreaking idea like Facebook or Twitter, but then you want to make a lot of money. There's a pathway, and that's AI automation for business growth. You know, so I don't want to dwell so much here. Um, I'm just going to welcome Simon. By the way, for those that will stay to the end of this session, it's just 1 hour. We're going to we're going to give you guys an exclusive timeout for a Q&A, right? Where you ask us questions about positioning yourself, to make money with AI, and then we're going to answer you and help you with whatever it is you need, right? But without further ado, let's just make welcome Simon Olapade as he continues. Last week he started talking about chatbot, showed us how to build a chatbot. Today he's going to go a step further to show us how to integrate that chatbot, making use of Telegram, to build a personal assistant. So, Mr. Simon, the floor is yours.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and trust we are all doing good. So it's really nice having you here, and I'm so excited that we are here again, right? So, yeah, today we want to look at how we can build out our chatbots, and this time we're going to be deploying our chatbot on Telegram. So on and that was the last section we had. We only, just built out the entire engine of the chatbot. But for us to communicate with the chatbot, we either need to probably use a link or we build it out. We communicate with the chatbot directly on our N8N dashboard, right? But this time we want to kind of make it something practical, something that we can use, and this is going to be completely free. So you don't have to pay anything to get this implemented. So I'm going to share my screen now. I think Mr. Carlos, you have to bring up my screen. I'll just share my entire screen so that you guys can. I won't have to start. All right. So I think you have to bring up my screen. Okay, great. So just like I said last week, you need for your N8N to set up your automation. I said just like the for web design. For web design, you use WordPress. For graphic design, you use tools like Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Canva, and so on and so forth. For video editing, you use CapCut and so on and so forth. So for us to build out our automation softwares, automation systems, automation workflows, anything AI automation without coding, one of the platform that gives you access to this is N8N. N8N. And because of those that were not available in the last class, I'm just going to show you what you need to do. So what you need to do is just go over to N8N, yes, N8N.io, right? Then you sign up. You sign up and get started. Basically, they're just going to ask you some questions. They're going to ask you some questions and so on and so forth, right? So I told you that N8N, there are three ways you can use it. Number one is you can use the N8N cloud. This particular one is the N8N cloud. So, but you can also sign up for the N8N cloud. You'll be given 14 days free trial, which is something you can use to build out your stores, right? So you can self-host it. So for me personally, I use self-hosted N8N, right? I use self-hosted N8N. Then you can also self-host it on your PC. So self-hosting it on your PC is more like you are running the entire system on your PC, right? Once your PC goes off, right? Your entire system goes offline. So the other way, which is what I use personally, is hosting it on a server, just like the way you host your website on a server, right? So that's what I use personally. But you starting out, you just go over to n8n.io, sign off an account. You'll be given um you'll be given about 14 days free trial. If you want to be serious with this and you want us to help you self host it, you can reach out to the admins and we would help you do that at a little bit of charge, right? So we'll help you self host your anything. So great. So now once you've done that, you sign up. Once you sign up, you're going to get something like this. I'm not going to sign up again because I've done that before. So once you sign up, you're going to get something like this. Yeah, you're going to get something like this, right? You're going to get something like this. Then what you do is you click on create workflow. So I'm going to click on create workflow. Okay. So for those that were available in the last class, I showed you guys that you can actually import this particular workflow, the workflow we used the last time. That's what we're going to just, I don't want us to start from the beginning, though we're going to start from the beginning, but I don't want us to start completely from the beginning, right? So I'm just going to download the workflow here and I'm going to import it. So you see that building all these automation softwares is very, very interesting because you can just take out some of the jobs you have done before and just improve on it, right? So I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click these three dots in here and I'm going to click on import from file. So I've downloaded this file, which will be shared with you guys. So I'm going to import from file. What am I doing? Okay. So import from file. Then I'm going to select the file here. Okay. All right. So here's the entire chatbot which you have created. But for this chatbot, you would have to, okay, all right. So for this chatbot, you would have to connect, I mean, interact with the chatbot directly on your N8N dashboard, right? So I'm just going to explain all of these components here and what it does, right? So now this particular one is a chat trigger. This is where you put in, if you click on open chat, this is where you communicate with the chatbot directly, right? Then this is our AI agent. So for your AI agent to function properly, it needs a brain, right? It needs a brain, and that particular brain is your open AI chat model, right? To build out all of these things, I'm just copy all of this, take it to one side. I'm going to click on plus here. Now our trigger will be let's say chats. Okay, chat trigger, yes. Okay, so let me disconnect this. It's saying that you can only allow one chat trigger. Okay. So I'm just going to disconnect this and I'll delete this. So let's try again. Okay, so the first thing is we want to put in our chat trigger because for your workflow to work, it needs a chat trigger. So I'm going to type in chat trigger. All right. Then I have that. I'll click on back to canvas. This is my chat trigger, right? The next thing is you want to put in your AI agent. So I'll click on the plus here, select AI agents, and yes. So is here. So you see that everything we are going to do is no code. You don't have to learn how to code, right? Then now for your AI agent to work, it needs a chat trigger, it needs a memory, and it needs tools. That if you want your chat agent to do some things like send SMS, send emails, check your calendar, check your to-do list, and some other things, right? Like that. You connect all of those things to your tools, right? So for your chat model, it's more like the brain. Your AI agent can't work except you have a chat model in there. So your chat model is what processes the input. Now, when you type in, okay, do this for me, the chat model processes it and send back to the AI agent, right? So I'm just going to click on chat model here, and I'm going to look for Open AI. open it. So there are lots and lots of chat models. Like there are lots. So you can see we have OpenAI, we have Google Gemini, we have a whole lot. But what I use most of the time is I use Open Router. The reason why I use Open Router is because with Open Router, you would have access to any chat model that has ever been created on earth, like any chat model at all, any chat model that has ever been created, right? You have access to it under Open Router, right? I use that a lot. That's what I use whenever I'm running production. I mean, I'm building something for my client. I use this. So but for this case, because I don't want you guys to go through the entire stress, I'm just going to use OpenAI model. So to okay, let me just so that I don't like gatekeeping information. So for your open router, you just really need to go to openrouter.ai and you sign up. Once you sign up, you connect your API and some other things. So, but for this case, we are using our chat open AI. Okay. So we're using open AI. So I'm going to go over to platform. Let me open AI. I'm trying to. All right. So okay. So I'm trying to do this so that you guys can understand, right? So now put in our chat model. The chat model we're going to be using is OpenAI. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to click on OpenAI chat model. All right. Now, when you select, if you are doing this for the very first time, it's going to tell you to connect a credential, right? So what you do is you click on this drop down here. You are going to see something like create new credential. I have my OpenAI account connected here already, but let's create a new credential. So I'll click on create new credential, and you see it's going to request for an API key. Same thing happens when you use Open Router too. It's going to just request for API key, put in the API key, and it's going to be connected automatically. So if for those that don't know what API key is, API key is a secret key. It's a secret string of sentence like ABC, blah, 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 1, 2, 3, 4 dots, something like that, that kind of interface two apps together. When I mean interface two apps together, it connects your apps together, right? So before your app can connect with a server, there needs to be something like a connection which they communicate with each other, right? So to get our OpenAI API key, you just really need to go to OpenAI, just search OpenAI API. So I'm going to click on API platform and you create an account. So I've created my account already. If to create an account, just click on start building. So I'm going to log in for mine. I'll click on API platform. Okay, and I'm going to log in. I think I have my Gmail connected. All right. So the OpenAI API is not free, though I promise you guys it's going to be free, but it's not. This particular one is not really free. You have to pay for AI credit. So when you hear people say AI credit, AI credit, AI credit, what they mean is the chat models that kind of processes all of this information, they work on tokens, and those tokens, for you to burn a token, you need to pay for it, right? Though it's not really expensive. I think for a million token is on OpenAI is $0.05. It's not up to, that's about 5 cents. So and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to look for API keys. API. Okay. Yes. Dashboard. Sorry. You go back to dashboard. Yes, exactly. So dashboard. So mind you, you can also build an AI agent using this particular platform. Probably later, I'm going to keep that. I told you I don't gatekeep information, but I'll gatekeep this one. So in our upcoming classes, we are going to use OpenAI to build our, our chat agents, right? So I'm going to click on API keys here, right? Before your API key can be active, you need to settle your billings. So you have to come over to, I think you click on this here. You come over to billings and you add your billing. So you see this particular one, you see, I funded this account with $5 and you see I've not even used up to, I just used 2 cents since I've been actually using API. I use this for embeddings actually. Don't worry, you guys will know what embedding is later in our upcoming classes. Don't miss any. So then you click on create new secret key, give your secret key a name, select the project you want to give your secret key to, and you click on create secret key. Now, when you create that secret key, it's going to give you some strings of letters. You can see here, this is mine. So it's going to give you some, if you pop up that screen string of letters, ensure you copy it and you keep it because you're not going to see it again. For you to use the API key, you have to come here to come and create another one, right? So I've copied mine and I've added it to my account. So what I'll just do is come over here and put in my strings of letter. Once I'm done, I click on save. Then my OpenAI is connected to my N8N. It's as simple as that, right? Very simple. Now, one thing that is very paramount when it comes to chat agents is you want to ensure that your chat agents have a memory of your conversation. In the last class, I did a kind of demonstration where I showed you guys I was communicating with my chat agent, right? I was communicating with the chat agent. Then a few minutes later, I told my chat agent my name. Then a few minutes later, I asked the chat agent that what is my name, and it can't even remember my name again, right? It does not have the memory of the conversation we just had, right? So whenever you're having conversation with your chat agent, you want to ensure that your chat agent has the memory of your conversations, right? So what we'll do is we'll click on memory here. I'm going to click on simple memory, and I'm going to click on, I'll come over here and click on define below. Okay, all right. Since we are using a very simple chat trigger, let's just select chat trigger. Then a context, what it means is that whenever your chat agent is about to reply, how many interactions will it look like? Will it look at, right? So it can look at the last 15 messages you sent and try to understand what you said earlier. Do you understand? So when you ask it a question about some of the things you said earlier, it kind of remembers and reply you based on that. So that's what it means. So most times I select 20, it looks back into 20, stuffs of what I've, I mean, talked about earlier. So that is that we have our memory connected, right? Now, if you interact with this particular chat agent and I click on open chat, okay, I'm just going to save this. If I click on open chat and I send this chat a message, it responds to me. So you can see all the process going on here. Okay. So you see, when I said how can I assist? It responds to me, how can I assist you today? So this is just a simple chat agent that more like the way you even chat with ChatGPT. No specific use case, right? You can't use it. The only thing is just to have fun with it, right? This particular one. But today we want to convert this particular chat agent into something that we can use for ourselves. And I'm going to ensure that it's something you can use for yourself. So, all right, so this is just to tell a joke. Nothing much. Though, just like the way normal ChatGPT work, you can give it tasks to do. Do some things the way you interact with ChatGPT exactly. So, no use case, right? Now, these are chat agents, and this chat agent is pretty generic. It does not like it's more like a chat agent that does not know who he or she is, right? Just like someone who does not know who or she is. So what we do to make this kind of chat agent very to make this chat agent very how will I put it, very personalized. This particular chat agent is for me. It knows my name, it knows how I talk and all of these things. One of the things we can do is through what I call prompting. For your chat agent, well, let's say for example you ask ChatGPT to write you a content. Now when it writes you that content, it's going to give you just a generic content let's say the content is about marketing. It gives you just a generic content. But when you prompt your ChatGPT very well, that okay, I want to talk about marketing, you give it the action you want it to do, which is talk about marketing. You give it context of your content. Context of your content is, I mean, how do you want it to solve that particular problem? How do you want it to give you that content? So you can say, okay, this particular content is going to be for LinkedIn professionals who have been looking for ways to build their business. You know, the content, the output, the result you're going to get from that particular prompting is going to be different from you just saying, write me a content. You understand? So you see how prompting it makes your entire system personalized. So in our last class, we actually kind of did some little stuff with our prompting here. So if you see, I'm just going to bring this, make it bigger. Let me turn off this. So you can see our prompting here. We say that, okay, you are a friendly AI assistant for an advertising agency. Your purpose is to help clients and prospects with questions about advertising, marketing, branding, and agency services. So I gave it the tone. I mean, it should chat like human beings. I gave it the behavior of the chat agent, how it should behave. So I told it I should focus only on advertising related questions. And last week or 2 weeks ago, we tested something. This particular agent, we asked the agent to tell us something about cooking. And what was the response? The response was, I don't answer questions that have to do with cooking. Give me questions that only have to do with marketing. You see, you've made that agent personalized. But assuming we did not add prompt to this particular agent here, if we ask it about cooking, it will give you. If you ask about marketing, it will give you. If you ask about how to create biogas, it will give you. All of those things is going to give you. But if we actually prompt this AI here, we add this prompt here. So I'm just going to copy the prompt here. I'm going to come over to my chat agent here, and I'm going to click on add options. I'm going to click on um, system message. So you see under your system message, what you have there is just you are a helpful assistant, just a helpful assistant, nothing more, right? So I'm going to copy this. Sorry, I'm going to delete this, and I'll paste my you guys know I don't need to say how you guys paste now. Control V. So so you paste your AI agent now. Now using this particular prompt is going to make your AI agent personalized to your advertising agency only. So anything outside advertising or anything outside, if you are into, let's say you're into you bake cakes, you do, I mean, confectionaries and all of those things, you can actually prompt this AI to do that for you. And it's very easy to do that. Now, what you just need to do, let's say we want to do for confectionaries, right? So I'm just going to go over to ChatGPT here, and I'll tell ChatGPT, here is my system prompt for my AI agent. Okay, here's a system. Here's no, not here is a system prompt for an AI agent. Right? I want you to rewrite. I want you to rewrite it for my bakery business. Simple. So then you copy and paste the prompt in there. So I'm going to send that. All right. So you see, you are a friendly AI assistant. You're a friendly AI assistant. What is this? You're a friendly AI assistant for bakery. Your purpose is to help customers and visitors with questions about baked goods, custom orders, prices, delivery, and blah blah, and so on and so forth. Right? So you can actually copy this, which is what we are going to do. We'll use this for our, our AI agents. I'm just going to paste that in. So now if I ask my AI agent something about advertising, since now it's more of bakery, I mean bake and bake, I mean cakes and all, it's not going to respond. It will tell me that I can't give response to this at the moment. Okay, let's give it a try. I'm going to save this. I don't want this thing to be too long, but I like teaching. All right, so I've saved that. Let's open our chat here and bring this up. Okay, so that's our AI agent. Can you tell me about advertising? Let's see. Let's see the response we are going to get. All right. So you see, that's a lovely question. It's just a bit outside what I can help with. Let me connect you with one of our team members who can assist you further. If you are curious, you see, if you are curious about delicious baked goods or custom orders, I am here to help you. Tell me about some beautiful cakes. You see, it will happily respond to that. All right. So you see, oh, I love to. Here are some beautiful cakes. Then it will what? Would you like to hear about flavors, designs, custom options, and so on and so forth? So this one is still kind of generic because it's only going to respond to things that have to do with bakery, right? It's still not personalized to your brand. And there are a few other ways you can do that. Probably in our later classes, I'm going to show you how you can make your AI agent personalized to your own brand. That is, it's going to know the prices of your cakes. It's going to know the flavor you guys offer. It's going to know your location. It's going to know how you do your delivery. It's going to know your delivery prices based on your location and all of these things, right? So in our later classes, we are going to do that. That's why we are doing this every 2 weeks. So make sure you don't miss any. So, all right. Yeah. Now we have our AI agent here. I'm just going to delete this our friend here. Sorry, bye, bro. So now we have our AI agent, and we want to now the only way we communicate with this AI agent is through our N8N chat, our N8N dashboard. But we want to deploy this particular AI agent on Telegram, and we want to do it, I mean, without paying anything. So what do you do? Now, the first thing you want to do is we are going to delete this chat here. I'm going to delete this one. Then I'm going to look for Telegram trigger. I told you guys for an AI agent to work, for an entire workflow to work, there need to be something that triggers it. So for this particular trigger, it's going to be a Telegram message trigger. So I'm going to search for Telegram here. So Telegram, and I'm going to look for on a message. So there are so many things actually, so many things, so many things. But the one we want to use here is on a message. So in your free time, you can explore other stuffs, but don't over to explore. So let's go on. So we have our Telegram trigger here, and we need to configure this particular trigger, right? So I have my own system bots already connected, but we're not using my system bots. We are going to create a new one because I want to do everything afresh. So what I'll do is I'll click on create new credentials. What you need now is your access token. And where can you get your access token? On your Telegram app, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my Telegram. I have my Telegram installed. I have it logged in on my phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for what I call bot father. So bot father is a Telegram bot that helps you to create other Telegram bots, right? It's a Telegram bot that help you to create other Telegram bots. So you want to ensure that the bot further you're going to use is the one that is verified. Please don't use any of these. If not, it's going to get your Telegram exposed and people will steal your data and probably can get your Telegram hacked. So the one you want to use is this bot further that is verified. Please and please, bot further that is verified. So I'm going to click on open here. I'll click on confirm. Okay, so then I'm going to click on create a new bot. So let's give our bot a name. let's say free AI bots. Okay, let me say TPL bots. Oof, such a weird name. But let's see. So TPL bots. Okay, it has been taken. Let's put some. It has been taken too. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's say Tessie. Oh wow, it's been taken. Tessie one two. Okay. So Tessie one two, that's the name of our bot. Then I'll click on create bot. So you can also add a profile, blah blah blah, right? I made a profile, blah blah. So this is um our access token, the access token I told you guys, right? This is the access token. So what you just do is click on copy, come over here and paste your access token. All right, so I have my access token pasted. I'll click on save, and you see credentials successfully created, connection tested successfully. Now it is connected. So now that is connected, you can name your Telegram, blah blah blah. No thanks. Let me click on this pencil icon here, and let's give this particular connect Telegram a name. Let's say it's TPL bots. All right, so that is the name. Keep editing, save. So that's the TPL. You see, mine is Simon bot. This is TPL bot, right? Then the trigger is on message. When people send you a message, let it trigger, right? So now that is done. I have it connected, right? Now the next thing I want to do is let's test out our bot and let's see how it works. So I'm going to click on save here, and we're going to test our bots, right? So we have that done. Okay. So you can make other changes. I mean, other changes about your bot and all. So I want to. I don't even know. I don't even remember what I used the other time. Okay. All right. So now what you do is let's go over to the t.me slash. What did we use the other time? We used Tessie bot, right? So I'm just going to Tessie one two bot. All right, so it's going to take us to our bot. You see free AITPL bots. Click on start bots, or let's click on open in web. So hope you guys are enjoying this, or it's starting to look like it's starting to look like Chinese. I need to get, are you guys enjoying this? Or it's starting to look like I'm speaking in one heavenly language. Are you enjoying this? I'm not getting response. So oh, okay, great, awesome, awesome. Okay, so that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Great. So let's move on. Now we have our AI agents. We have our AI agent connected to our Telegram. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is let me minimize this. Let's see. Yeah, we have that minimized. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on start here. Okay. So now we've started our bot. This is our bot, and let's test it now. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to come over to execute workflow. Now let's test our bot. Oh, it's okay. It actually saw it. Okay. Now you see that we have an issue here, and the issue is saying that simple memory, no section ID, right? Now, what it means is that for every conversation you're having with your chatbots, for every conversation, I mean, for every person that's chatting with your chatbot, the chatbot needs, why am I interchanging chatbot and chat agent? Anyone. So the chatbot needs to be able to identify each person. So if you have 10 person interacting with your chatbot, there's something that differentiates every single person, and that thing is what we know call your what your section ID, right? Is what we call your section ID. So, and that particular thing, we need to add it to our simple memory so that whenever someone interacts with our chatbot, the chatbot will know that, okay, this person is from this person. I mean, this chat is from this person. Let me go and check out all the information I've had with this person before. If someone else interacts with the chat agent again, then we know, okay, this person, this chat is from another person. Let me go and check out all of the information I've gotten from this person before. You understand? So now to do that, what you want to do is you want to double click on your chat agent. The other time when we were using our chat trigger, I just selected my chat trigger and the thing worked automatically. But for this case, you have to define it below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this and I'll click on define below. Now, what I want to do is I want to look for my section ID on my chat agent or my Telegram. Now, if you see, this is your Telegram trigger. And if you look at it, you will see the message I sent, which is start. Can you see the text? The first message I sent. That is it. Oh, see. Okay, that is it. So now what I want to do is I want to look for what I call the ID. So this is the ID that differentiates every single person on Telegram have an ID associated with you, right? Every single account on Telegram have a different ID. So it's that ID we want to use. So I'm just going to take the ID and, oh, sorry, it should be the memory, not chat agents. So I'm going to select simple memory. Yes. I'll click on define below. Then I'll select my ID and drag and drop in there. Okay. Just drag and drop it in there. Right. That is it. So we did a mistake on our chat agents. So my chat agent now, what I want to do is I'm going to drag the text because I want my chat agent to be able to read this particular text, any text I send to it, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this text and put it in here. So once you see that it is green and the result of the text is in here, then you are good to go. So you see what we did, guys. Number one, for your memory, add your ID, right? For your chat agent, I'm just going to click the chat agent at the top here. You add the text. So you look for the text. You look for the text in here and just drag and drop. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to click on saved. Now let's test out our chat agent and see if it works. So I'm going to click on execute workflow. I'll come over to my this thing and say hello. Oopsie, I'm supposed to show you guys something. I want you guys to see how it's working. So I'm going to just bring this over, uh, split our screen, and I think, where is it? Is this it? Yes. Okay. So these are chat agents. I want you guys to see how it's working. Okay. So I'm going to click on save again. I'll click on execute workflow and I'm going to type in hello. So you can see now that our chat agent saw the message. Everything is all green. So now if you click on your Telegram trigger here, you can actually read everything. So you see my ID came through. The message I sent also, which is the text, also came through, right? And that particular text was okay. I'm getting confused here. Okay, sorry guys. All right, so if you see that particular text I we call this thing dynamic. It's more like a dynamic syntax. That is, what it means is that Instead of you writing hello into this place, all you just need to do is you drag and drop this particular syntax into here. So what it does is that any text that is coming through this particular thing here is going to see it and it will respond. So now if you look at it, you see that our chat agent responded and said, "Hello again. How can I help you with our delicious treat today?" Now, the reason why it's saying that hello again is because of it remembered that I have interacted with it before. It remembered that I've interacted with it before. That's why it's saying hello again. Assuming it does not have memory to just respond, "Hello, how can I help you today?" Do you understand? So that is done. We have our thing working, but now we need to be able to get our the chat agent respond to us automatically in this place, right? It's not responding yet. It's just responding on the N8N dashboard. So what we'll do is you are going to click on this plus icon, or you click on this plus icon here. So we're going to select Telegram. I'm going to select Telegram. And what I want it to do is I want it to send a message. Send a message. Send a text message. That is it. Select that. I'm going to select my bot, which is the TPL which we are using. Now, I need to put in the chat ID, right? So first of all, I'm going to connect this to this, because it's only when it is connected I'll be able to read. You see, when it was not connected, I was not able to read all of this information here, right? So now I need the chat ID, which is what I'll do. I'll just click on my Telegram trigger here. Where is my chat ID? This is my chat ID. I'll type it in. I'll put it in here, right? That is one. Now we want the chat agent to be able to send message to our Telegram. Now, where do we get that message from? It is from this you see our AI agent. The output of our AI agent is what you drag in here. So now that it is connected, whenever you converse with the AI agent, the output that is coming here, that is coming out from your AI agent, is sent automatically to our Telegram. Now we're going to test that out and we see how it works. So I'm going to save now, and let's see how it works, right? So now I'm going to save. I just want to run a test workflow. One thing we can do is we can actually make this thing run on its own, but I don't want to do that now. So I'm going to click on execute workflow. Now let's chat with our AI agent and see if it responds. Hello. Let's see. Okay, where are you responding? Okay. So you see, hello, and it's what? It responded. Hello, it's nice having you again. Are you thinking about a testing break? Um, so remember that this particular chat agent can't run on its own. We have to come and execute workflow. I'm going to show you how you can do that. That it's going to run on its own. So I'll click on this. So you see, you say, oh, so many yummies, blah blah blah. Now, if you notice, you'll see that all of these messages has this we call it attribution. This message was sent with anything. This message was sent with anything. There's a way you can remove it. So what I'll do is I'll come over here. I'll come over to okay. I'll come over to send text. Guys, we're almost done. So I'll come over to send text. I'll click on add feed, and I want to click on append end attribution. Click on that. Then I want to turn it off. So I have that turned off. So whenever you send a message, it won't come with this message or send anything. Now let's activate our workflow. Save. Let's activate our workflow so that we won't have to come over to execute workflow before we will be able to do anything. So let's come over to our chat agent here and let's interact. So my name is Simon and I love cakes. What can you recommend to ask me some questions? Okay. All right. So you see, it's nice to have you here, Simon. If you love cakes, I would love to find out the perfect one. Do you like something fruity, chocolatey, or maybe classic vanilla? Now, if you see this particular message, you see that all of this message is kind of jam-packed, right? I want my message to be exactly like this. I don't like the way my message is jam-packed. So how do you correct that? You correct that through your prompting. Now, we have our prompt here already, which is what we are using, right? This is the prompt we used. So I can tell the ChatGPT, rewrite the prompt again, but this time ensure my chat agent conversation is well spaced, well maybe line spaced, and sounds like a real human chat. Okay, so let's see. Why that is coming up? Okay, I don't know why it's taking too long. So I'm just going to copy this again. Let's see. Reload the entire thing. We're almost done, guys. Okay. Has it done it? No, not yet. So I'm just going to copy and paste that stuff I sent the other time. Let's see. Mm. Okay. Let's see. Use. I don't think it did not still add the stuff. Spacing, core behavior, blah, blah, blah. Never share this. Instead of something, connect with a woman. Um, okay, the space. Should keep the messages well spaced. Okay, nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's copy and paste all of this in here. And so I'm going to just double click on this. I'll put this in here and paste it in there. So now we have our AI agent. Let's test it out and let's see. So will this be a special treaty? I like something fruity. Let's see. So you see now it is much more better, not jam-packed like this. Though there's still a way you can still make it much better. You just have to do it doing your prompt, right? So this is how you can kind of connect your AI agent. So in our next session, I'm going to tell you how you can make this very, very useful in terms that, in a sense, whereby it can read your calendar, it can send emails, it can read your emails, it can give you email summary, it can book an appointment for you, all of those things. And we're going to be using Telegram. I mean, this we just more like a continuation of this. So that's what we're going to be doing in our next section. Please don't miss it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed tonight's section. Mr. Carlos, you have the hall. Thank you. Mr. Carlos, are you with us? Okay, I think it's probably having network issue. All right. Okay. So while we continue, do we have any questions? You can just drop your questions in the chat. You can drop your questions in the chat. Drop your questions in the chat.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
here. I'm
That's
here.
your
Sorry, my
fine.
mic was muted.
Okay. It's fine. All right. So if you have questions, you can drop it in the chat and we'll give response to that.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my email address. Anybody that sees my email address here, just respond with I stay till the end, and I'm going to send you a special. Uh, I'm going to basically we're going to give you an exclusive 30 minutes conversation with myself and Simon, right? Where you can ask your questions. Now, let me drop my email address. So this is it. Just send me a mail and say I stay till the end. We're going to have a session with you. It's going to be a session. It's not one on one, no. Like everyone that sends that mail. Um, and then more importantly, we have an accelerator program. We have an accelerator program that you may want to jump on. Um, let me let me drop a link to the accelerator program. You may want to check it out. So for the accelerator program, uh, we've created we've created a curriculum where you can learn in 5 days what um, others will probably spend 6 months trying to master. So the accelerator program is just there to accelerate your journey to earning with AI automation, even if you're starting from scratch. Even if you're starting from scratch. And this is it here. I think you should check it out. It's not for everybody, it's just for people who want to compress their journey, right? Majority of what you'll be learning here, if you consistently join twice a month for the next 6 months, you're going to start earning with AI. But if you're like, I can't wait, I can't wait for 6 months. 6 months is too much. I want a compressed curriculum, then you may want to check out this you may want to check out the accelerator program. Okay, so um we're going to drop more information about that on the group. So but for you guys here, it's an opportunity for you to check it out first, right? Check it out and jump on the accelerator program. There are lots of goodies in there. We have to end this session now. Thank you, Mr. Simon. By the way, you remember in secondary school and primary school when we're being taught a new grade of mathematics. At the time, it was looking very strange to us because it was the first time we're hearing it. But because we stayed in the class and because we went back to do the homework and all of that, it became easier eventually. So that's the way it is with AI automation. Many of what you're seeing now for the first time looks strange, and to your mind, it also seems difficult, but it's not. It is not as difficult as it seems, right? It's just that you're seeing it for the first time. So I will encourage you to come back and listen to the recording again. Listen to the recording. And if you send me a mail saying I stayed till the end, we are going to have an exclusive session with you where you can also ask more questions, okay? Until we meet again. By the way, the accelerator program is starting on the 3rd of November, 3rd to 7th November. right? So check out this and come on board so that you can learn in 5 days what it will probably take others 6 months to learn. Okay. Have a
All right,
beautiful
and
evening.
also the for the entire workflow, the document will be available to
Fantastic.
those that, yeah. So I'll just add it up.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So it's going to be like a step-by-step guide for those of you that want to um, replicate what was taught today. Okay. So remember to send me a mail. Don't forget to, so you can have an exclusive session with us. All right, guys. Have a beautiful evening.